Matron, take them away.
Okay guys, I'm gonna make a set and forget trade because I've got a lot on this morning. So I'll quickly show you the trade, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay up the orders, and then I've got to go into a meeting in 40 minutes. And then from there, I'm going over to the new house, or the other house. It's not new, it's actually bordering on 150-year-old, this house. Do a bit of work there because Joanne wants to move over there in 2 weeks' time. Fantastic. Why? Well, the commute's it's an hour each way, and we're doing a lot of the work ourselves, and it's tiresome. So what we decided to do was rough it. Why not? Because she wants it done, and well, that's where this comes in. Set and forget. And if you want to see what it's like in our house, here's a quick snippet of her kicking off. What?
Stop it! What is it up in there? Get up!
She's a snappy little sod, you know. She really is. And when she wants it done, she wants it done. But hey ho, she's loving my life, and regardless of anything, I'll always do what I can to please her, as I will my kids, because I love my kids. Anyway, let's have a look at this trade, because I love the charts as well, and I've already been into it quite a bit today. Got nothing running, no orders running, and there's the first stage of today. But I'm now in a position where I don't want to be day trading anymore, because like I say, I've got things to do. Now in this is our Discord. That's where the Scruff, it's not for sale, it's only for the guys inside this Discord group. That's how to build up a trade the way I do it, and then the strategies that I use. It's a good set of modules, to be honest. But what I also do is tell them what I'm up to. And sort of at 10 to 10, so 20 minutes ago, I was finished with the DAX. But this is telling me to sell it, and it's good. So the guys already know what it is. And then earlier on, there's the other trade. I'd already been part profit at 9 o'clock with the DAX, so they knew what was going on. And then as we go further down at 8 o'clock, they knew exactly what I was going to be doing, right? Because I try to be accountable all the time to the guys. So what I'm going to be doing is looking at this premise, and the idea is that it's going to go to the downside. Now let me show you why. It's because of this gap. It hasn't been filled. We've got a wonderful drive here that I've marked out with Fibonacci, and that's what these blue lines are. They're all the fibs, so I can take that away now. And it's coming in to touch one. So I'm going to stage all the way up to the top of this. I'm going to put a series of small orders in, laddered. Now this is what's called a ladder trade. And it means that I'm not rightly sure where I'm going to be getting in, but I know it's going to be in and around here. So I'm just going to ladder them up and see how many of them trigger for them all to come back down again. Now tonight when I come back, because I'll be switching the camera off, I'll explain that a little bit more, because ladder trading is slightly different to stacking trading. It's exactly what it says it is. You want it to go as high up the ladder as possible, and then come shooting down into these levels. Now where I'm going to be targeting is in and around this area down here, because that's roughly the ATR of the day. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing, and as you can see, it's grouping left, right and center. So I'm going to start the laddering here, and I'm going to work it all the way up. And hopefully we'll make a few quid out of it. So catch you in a bit. Okay guys, so that's all set up. Let me quickly tell you what this is before I switch off. What I'm looking at is, I can see the cluster point, so I want the price to come to me and trigger. Now I'm half expecting it to push right the way up to here. Possibly more likely into this. All right, that's why I've got a double order there. So what it's going to do is, it'll pick up and it'll run down. The higher it goes up, the better. Because each one of these starts paying incredibly well. All right. Because I've got an overall target of down here where this yellow is. Now, it's all stacked and pooled under there. Because of the distance that it's looking to go, I'll be trailing stops behind them. Which is why they don't have fixed targets. However, I do have a fixed target here that if it ran all the way up to the top and then came down, I don't think it would swing much past there. All right. So it could easily go up and then work all the way down into this level here. All right. So that's the plan. But if it runs from here, then the ATR will allow it to get down to there. I hope that makes sense, because I keep an eye on the ATR all the time, and I don't want to overstretch it too much. All right, so the targets are based on a daily ATR, okay, and the range at the moment is from 200 to 280. So there's a fair bit of movement, but again, because it can move up that far, I don't want to overstretch the account. So what I've done is I've broke it up into £2 positions, which is just fractions, and they'll build up a full position as they move up. So again, it's getting a better price all the time. So let me do my meeting, because I'll have to run now. But you know the premise of the trade, and you'll be able to follow it if you switch your own screens on, and you'll see roughly what it is, but I'll show you it all when it's done. Catch you later on tonight when I come back home. Okay guys, hope you're well. It's the end of the night. Come home from sort of working at the house, sorting out a chimney, which was great. So yes, Mary Poppins lives in me. Finny. Private joke. Got Winky calling me Mary Poppins all day today. But let's have a look at this oil trade. I did what was called a ladder trade, which is where you stack up a multitude of positions for it to slam into them and then pull them back down. Did quite well. I cashed some off and I've added some more in for an overnight trade. So bear with me and we shall show you. So this is what's running at the moment. We've got one here because I'm kind of expecting it to push to the base of here, which is this, and then move on down, back down into this cluster point here. Now, it's currently 60 something against me, 69. Market shut, because it's currently 10:15 at night. Just finished a good chat with the guys, because we do like a Zoom face-to-face meeting. And we'll see how it gets on. But did it make any money? Yeah, it did. It's been racking and stacking constantly. Boom, 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 boom. So even if that was a loss, well, one of those positions pays it off. So what's kind of the moral here? Well, it's 500 quid. That's banked from today. And it's currently sitting at a 69 quid loss. So net is 430. I can live with that. The premise of the trade is still there. So there's the single order and there's the market closed. I'm quite happy, you know, and I'll carry this on tomorrow. And the premise of it is exactly the same. It's looking to come down to the gap and capitalize on the moves there is. Now, when you set up kind of a set and forget, as this is, it's quite a peaceful way to trade. You know, you made your analysis, you've worked out roughly where the market can get to, put some sensible targets in when it's hitting certain milestones, because I was dragging the stop down on a trailing stop. Now, it's done automatic, so it jumps down, and then obviously triggered them out. And then when I looked at the market structure when I got back, thought, well, it's pretty much on the run for what I want. I'll put an additional 3 orders in, so it's still just micro, and we'll see what happens with the overnights. Simple. And that's it. So there we go. There's ladder trading and sort of trading around your day job, if you like, because that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. And do it all again tomorrow. So if you're stuck, very easy found, drop down in the description or the comments. You'll find my WhatsApp number, my email, that sort of thing. And I genuinely answer every single one of them. If you want a trading mug, simple stuff, or whatever, just look at the merch shelf, keep Winky amused, and stop me rocketing into the poorhouse as she's spending a fortune on the house. And that's it. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.